Hey y'all, I'm back. I know. I've been procrastinating. I've been putting it off. Okay, I've been looking a hot ass mess, as you can see. Don't judge me, okay? Because for my Virgo placements, I definitely struggle with perfectionism sometimes. And like the Virgo and the Capricorn in me be like, bitch, don't put that shit out like that. But then the other side of me be like, bitch, if you don't do it now, you'll never do it. Or when will you do it? Or the streets need it, you know? So I be in my head going back and forth with that shit when it comes to astrology videos. But I'm back, y'all. I hope y'all miss me. I missed y'all so much. So in this video, I got my notes. You know, got a little bit of notes. I'm just gonna be like going off on an astrological tangent. But the key focus I want to be is the North Node moving into Pisces next year. Okay, so before I get into the North Node moving into Pisces again, like I said, again, I'm going to be going off on tangents. So I'm a Gemini stellium. Jupiter is on my stellium now. Like, I'm all over the motherfucking place. Okay, trying to get that shit together. Bear with me. Follow me. Okay. So I'm going to get into these random astrology notes that I wanted to touch on right quick. And then I'm going to get into the North Node and Pisces, because I did do a poll on what y'all wanted me to cover the most. And I think what had the most votes is the North Node and Pisces. So I'm going to cover that in this video. And then, you know, there'll be more videos where I cover the other topics that were in the poll. So don't trip. Also, book a reading. Book a reading. I definitely still do astrology readings. I definitely offer flexible payment. I'm like a human afterpay, okay? Zip. Whatever you need, I can work with you, okay? So just contact me through my DM or email, and let's get into it. So, random astrology notes that have just come up on my mind. Jupiter in Vertex conjunct in the 7th house can be a blessed time for your partnerships. So, you know, Vertex represents like faded contracts, faded experiences, faded relationships sort of thing, like inevitable type shit, right? And Jupiter is all about what's right for your spirit, what's right for your calling, like just really bringing in and honing in that alignment of your spiritual journey and your spiritual purpose. So I feel like if you have Jupiter in Vertex transiting or just conjunct natally in your chart in the 7th house, that's definitely a blessed time for your partnerships, because the 7th house represented by Libra. This is your relationships, whether it's business, romantic, friends. This is a great time for connecting, a great time for putting yourself out there if you have that conjunction. Okay. Another note, experiencing faded relationships that help you evolve and experience abundance. If you have that conjunction, that Jupiter in Vertex conjunction, no matter what house it is, but especially if it's in the 7th house, yeah, those relationships, those faded relationships will definitely help you evolve and experience abundance, right? Because Jupiter is about expansion, abundance. Like, there's more of where that came from. That's Jupiterian energy. That's why Jupiter people are naturally so generous. Pisces, Sagittarius placements are naturally generous and will just give you the shirt off their back, give you $100. They're just that type of people, because that's how the universe pours into them. Okay. Juno, Jupiter and Vertex conjunct can be a good time for marriage or long-term holistic contracts. Most definitely. Because Juno is also represented by like the type of partnerships, the type of relationships that we have that we like to sustain. So all that conjunct can definitely be a great time for marriage or long-term holistic contracts, okay? Another astrology note, random astrology note, a lot of spontaneity in life can definitely happen wherever or whenever your natal Jupiter is being activated. So if your natal, for example, if you have your natal Jupiter in Gemini, right now, and until Jupiter leaves Gemini, you're going to be activated. You're going to be feeling that move to move around, or feeling that move to travel, or feeling that desire to be more vocal, you know, because Gemini is a Mercury sign. So being more vocal, or write more, or, you know, just do the things that push you to just be in movement and be in motion, right? Because when I think of Jupiter energy, I also think of motion. Somebody that's in movement. Like, you just talked to them on the phone and they were in New York, and now you just FaceTime them there in Japan. Like, that's what I think of when I think of Jupiterian energy. So if your natal Jupiter is being activated, you know, whenever Jupiter is in that sign, definitely a lot of spontaneity is happening for you. And traveling more frequent when your natal Jupiter is active too. Okay? Excuse me. Something's definitely going around and I'm fighting it with all my motherfucking might. So excuse the coughs. Okay, let's get into this North Node in Pisces transit. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. I got way too much energy right now. I'm telling you, this Jupiter and Gemini transit, like, I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Jupiter energy, period. And then I love it even more because, like, again, it's on my stellium. It's on my moon, my Mercury, my rising, and my Venus. So I've been, you know, just coming out of my shell more since Jupiter has been there, allowing myself to be the dualistic woman that I am. Like, I am light and I am dark. I am good. I am bad. I am holy. I am a hoe. No, I'm playing. I'm not a hoe. Don't ever try to play with me like that. But, like, I am this and that. I am everything and nothing. That has been, like, the vibe for me since Jupiter has been on my stellium. And I've been on some crackhead shit. Like, goddamn. I'm on my Aries shit. You know, Aries got crackhead energy. Okay, anyway. So the North Node moves into Pisces next year, 2025. I believe. Let me get the exact dates. So y'all can have that, because I don't want y'all to quote me and I be wrong. I know it definitely moves in there next year. Let's see it. I should have put that in my notes. I know, but y'all will be okay. Oh my God. I just realized as I'm going over my planetary shit, Saturn is going to retrograde back into Aquarius. The fixed signs have just been going through it. Like, the fixed signs have been going through it, child. Okay, the North Node moves into Pisces January 11th. So when the North Node moves into Pisces on 1/11, that means the South Node is going to move into Virgo. It's going to leave Libra and move into Virgo on January 11th. And on January 13th is going to be a full moon into Cancer. It's going to be a lot of water energy happening. Definitely a lot of, because Mars is going to retrograde back into Cancer in early January. Venus is going to be in Pisces. Vesta is going to be in Scorpio. It's going to be a lot of water energy in early January popping off. Okay, so it's going to get real watery in this bitch. So when the North Node moves into Pisces, it's going to join Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, okay? And the South Node is going to be in Virgo. So, you know, the North Node represents a point in direction that is representative of our inevitable fate, our destiny, right? So depending on where you have your North Node at, that's a part of your purpose, a part of where you're supposed to be going in life. So, for example, my daughter, she has North Node in Virgo. So she's going to be going through her inverse nodal return next year. If your child is 9 years old or turning 9 next year, they're going to be experiencing their inverse nodal return. So hug them tight, okay? Because the inverse nodal return ain't no joke, just as much as the nodal return ain't no joke. So if you have the North Node in Virgo, next year you're going to be going through your inverse nodal return because the North Node is going to be in Pisces. And this is going to be feeling like spirit, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is like kind of putting a chokehold on you for you to just follow your calling, follow your spirit, follow what's right for you, especially with the North Node in Pisces, because Pisces is a spiritual water sign. Pisces is representative of holistic wellness. Pisces is represented as one of the most spiritual ones in the zodiac, I will believe. Pisces is a mutable sign at that. It's a mutable water sign. So this is an energy that you can't control. Mutable energy you cannot control, okay? If you want to experience controlling energy, you're going to fuck with the fixed signs, okay? If you want to experience an energy that gets shit popped off, you're going to fuck with the cardinal signs. But if you want to experience a spontaneous energy, an energy that's all over the place, that's like mysterious, you can't quite keep up, you can't quite catch, you're going to fuck with the mutable signs, okay? And Pisces is a mutable water sign. So when the North Node moves into Pisces next year and is joining Neptune and Saturn, it's gonna be like more of a magnifying glass, a highlight on the chaos that we've been collectively experiencing. Unfortunately, we've been experiencing a lot of drug overdoses. We've been experiencing a lot of suicides, a lot of unexpected murders or unexpected deaths happening since Saturn and Neptune has been in Pisces. Well, when the North Node joins Pisces, that theme is going to continue, because the North Node in Pisces is going to clear anything and anyone out the way, and it's going to have the help of Saturn and Neptune of clearing anything and anyone out the way that is just not righteous, that is just not making sense, that is just not fitting into where we're going and where we're headed, especially with the South Node in Virgo, because Virgo is a practical energy. Even though it's a mutable earth sign, it could still be with the shits, it could still be all over the place, it could still be chaotic and a mess sometimes, but Virgo is still an earth sign. So Virgo likes things that's practical, that makes sense, especially when it comes to a day-to-day basis. So with the South Node in Virgo, it's going to be a lot of subconscious experiences, or a lot of subconscious thought patterns coming up, a lot of subconscious reality checks to where you're like, God damn, like maybe I should save more money. Maybe I should stop smoking weed every day. Maybe I should stop scrolling on social media every day. You know, these things are going to be just more prevalent and more like in our face with it, because the North Node is going to be pushing us towards that. North Node in Pisces, this is going to be a great time to get your emotions regulated, get your emotional self in check and together. A great time to go back into therapy, a great time to pursue or seek therapeutic services. Like, I'm back in therapy now. I haven't been in therapy since like 2015. I have not been in therapy since 2015. That's 2016. That's 9 fucking years. I haven't been in therapy in 9 fucking years, but I've been wanting to go back, and I finally made the leap this year. North Node in Pisces is going to be pushing us towards healing, holistic rituals and things. A lot of people are going to be pushed more into solitude or into a lot more like healing groups. If you're a healer, if you're already a medicine man or a medicine woman, you're going to be pushed more into your shamanism. You're going to be pushed more into the healer that you are, so that you can not only indulge in that, but share that with the collective. We're going to be having that, or a lot more healing into the arts, especially with Saturn still in Pisces. And we're going to be doing a lot of retrograding. What I'm seeing, we're going to be doing a lot of retrograding back and forth between Aquarius and Pisces with Saturn. So that's definitely going to be the area of focus as well. Pay attention to your feet health, because Pisces does roll over the feet. Pay attention to your foot health. I know people unfortunately have experienced it, like foot fungus or foot issues, foot sprains, whatever, unexpected. Just pay attention. Pay attention to where you're walking into. Pay attention to where you're walking around barefoot. Like, I know me personally, if I don't feel too comfortable or if I feel like I could be my full self in a space, I'm not going to be barefoot too much. Right? Just like our eyes are the windows to our souls, our feet are the windows to our souls, which is why our feet, the bottom of our feet is called our soul. What we walk into, where we're walking, like where we're landing, where we're standing, where we're taking space, all that shit is so important. And I know it sounds so minuscule to some people. I know it sounds like mundane or it sounds like whatever to some people, but this shit is really real. Okay. Also, pay attention to your mental health, your emotional health, and the emotional health and mental health of others. Again, like I said, I called this a few years ago, y'all. I called it a couple years ago. I said when Saturn moves into Pisces, unfortunately, we're going to see a lot more, a spike in drug overdoses and suicides and just weird shit happening to people. That's going to continue to be a theme. If you know you're taking, with the North Node in Pisces, the vibe is going to be like, if you know you're not supposed to be in that environment, your spirit is not going to be able to rest. Your spirit is going to be very uncomfortable until you get the fuck out of that environment. Just for example, North Node in Pisces joining Saturn and Neptune. If you know you're not supposed to be at that job no more, your spirit is not going to be able to rest until you leave that job. If you know you're not supposed to be living with those people anymore, your spirit is not going to be able to rest until you move to somewhere that's more supportive. If you know you're supposed to be following your creative pursuits, but you're not taking no time from your 9 to 5, you're not taking no time from your daily schedule, your school, to invest into your creative gifts, then you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be content. That's just the vibe that we're in now collectively, and that's going to continue to be the theme as we come into these mutable transits, because mutables are on the forefront. We're moving out of this fixed energy, right? Saturn was in Aquarius for a while. Uranus is in Taurus. The North Node is in a cardinal sign right now. We're moving out of this energy. We're moving into more mutable energy because Uranus is going to move into Gemini. I'm going to make a video about that. Jupiter's in Gemini right now. North Node is about to move into Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces. You know, we're moving into more energy that has us having to make moves and you know, just jump off the porch with things that we've probably been sitting on or dwelling on for some time. Okay. So, yeah, this is all that's coming to me right now. If more comes to me, y'all know I'm gonna tweet it, I'll post it, I'll share it, or make a video about it. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, tap in, tune in, all the things. Thank y'all for fucking with the kid. I appreciate those who have been loyal with my astrology content for years. That makes me happy. That keeps me going. So you are appreciated in my heart. Again, if you want to book a reading, I'm here. Let me know what y'all think about this video. I know some more things are going to come to mind, which I hate because I wish it would come to mind now so I can share it through video, but it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Peace, my loves.